What's up, guys? Back with another video today. I don't know how windy it is. It's a little cold. If it's windy, I apologize, but this video I'm going to talk about the supercharger kit that's on my car. It's not your typical kit for a Mustang GT 2-valve. This is the R281 supercharger kit from Johnnys Motorsport, also known as Johnnys Speed Labs. The kit comes with every single thing you need to boost your 2-valve. In the past, there has been several, speculation about this kit, but even though it looks like a Celine kit, it is not the same at all. Many upgrades have been done to this kit. Where Celine failed, this kit has been corrected, and he continually is doing things to improve this kit. Like his latest improvement is the inlet. The inlet he has available now is just like the Cobra, and accepts a throttle body off of a Cobra or any twin throttle body, like off of a Bullet or a Cobra or a Mach 1 or aftermarket. Man, it's windy. If it's blowing in the mic, I'm sorry. I'm gonna include some pictures to show you what I'm talking about as far as the improvements. The intake ports are bigger. The inlet's bigger, and of course the supercharger is bigger. It's a Whipple 2.3, but everything is bigger and better. The heat exchanger is pretty massive, to be honest. It's big, and it gets the job done. If you're a stock 2-valve, this kit it'll do more than the block can handle, that is for sure. I mean, I'm pushing right now. I changed my intake tube to a bigger tube, so it's bringing in more air. And the day I dynoed this car, it was a hot day, like 108 degrees, and on that day, even being so hot, it still put down 423. I'm most certain it's making more than that now, since I put on a bigger intake and cooler weather, and but yeah, it definitely does the job. So I'm going to include some pictures from the install to show y'all just what I'm talking about. One of the biggest complaints with the Celine kit was right above the intercooler in the intake manifold. Air, instead of going directly through the intercooler, the air would go through the intercooler and all around the intercooler, and it would create heat soak fairly quick. And to correct that, there are some deflector plates on top of the intercooler that directs air directly through the intercooler, which helps with heat soak, which all supercharger setups are going to have a little bit of heat soak. You just do the best you can to battle that heat soak. But yeah, this kit, it's the truth, and if I had it to do all over again, I would do nothing different. The deflectors direct the air into the intercooler. And here's the heat exchanger. It's huge. I think it's an 8-inch. Keeps it much cooler than the stock Saline. And as far as dealing with the guy, his name's John. I can't pronounce his last name. It starts with a V or something. Anyway, dealing with him has been great, to be honest. To be honest with you, I bought this kit used. This kit's like a year old, and it's barely even been used. But there was a couple odd and ends that I was missing, but for the most part I had everything. It was just little stuff that I was missing, like throttle cables and intercooler hoses, stuff like that. And I think a throttle bracket I was missing, and he was very helpful with that. You know, the guy even FaceTimed me, and I went over, you know, on the FaceTime video, I went over everything I had and showed it to him, and he was quick to recognize. He's like, hey, you're missing this, hey, you're missing that. I've got it in stock, I can get it right out to you. And that was that. And the guy, a buddy of mine I had install it, he's never seen a kit like this for a 2-valve, and he's like, whew. But within a few days, he had it right on there, man. No issue. I mean, he might have ran into this and that, but for the most part, he had it on there with no issue. And he's a great installer. But yeah, if I had it to do all over again, I would not do anything different. I love this kit. It sounds amazing, and the power comes on. The power comes on quick, and right around 3,500, 4 grand, that's when it starts creating the supercharger whine. It's great. These cars, when you boost them, it's a game changer, because you know they're not very heavy. So when you throw boost at them, they become a quick car. Very fun. I've had a few cars mess with me. I don't really street race it a lot, simply because my driver's license pays my bills. You know, I work off of my license. So getting caught street racing would really be big trouble for me. However, I do plan to take this thing to the track sometime. Not sure when just yet. I got a feeling that I'm gonna have to put a clutch in this thing. It's been acting up, and not really surprised, you know, with the amount of power that this thing is making. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go with a McLeod RST twin disc. But for now, it's running good. It's doing real good, but every now and then I can smell that clutch, and I kind of dread it, to be honest. And at the same time, I'm looking forward to it, because you know, I'm obviously got a clutch that's slipping, so therefore I'm not feeling the true power that the car is actually making. But that's part of it. You know, when you go to boost a car, you got to have everything in place to handle the boost, and for the most part I do. You know, my rear end's been rebuilt, 373 gears. The suspension has been redone. I got control arms, Viking coilovers. It handles great, and it stops great. I've got Cobra brakes on the front of it, and that was a big improvement. You know, if you want to go fast, you got to have the stopping power as well. The GT brakes tend to fade rather easily. So anyway, that's basically what this video is about. You know, this kit, you know, there's been speculation, but none of it is recent. Like when he first started making these kits, he didn't have a Whipple 2.3 on there. It was a smaller supercharger, and over time he has slowly upgraded to where he's at now. But there was talk about it being restrictive, or, you know, not flowing. It flows just fine. It flows really good, actually. Where the restriction is going to be is in the heads. If you have stock heads on this motor, yeah, you're going to build up manifold pressure, because the stock 2-valve head just doesn't flow anywhere close to a 4-valve, obviously. But if you're wanting to make more than 500 horsepower with this kit, yeah, you can do it, but you're going to have some ported heads, ported and polished heads. Either port and polish some stock heads, or buy a set of trick flow heads, and then, you know, you can take it even further without an issue. But anyway, I love the kit. I would buy another one if I had another Mustang GT 2-valve. This is what I would go with. It looks the best. To me, this looks better than having a hairdryer mounted to the front of my motor. And the Kenny Bell, it's a great setup, but to me it looks a little funny. Just looks like a little square box sitting on top of your motor. It's a great kit though. But me, I prefer this kit. It definitely does the job. But if you got any questions about the kit, comment. I'll answer any questions you may have, if I can answer them. But fixing to change that out to match the intercooler tank. I'll have a video coming out about that as well. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll have another video coming out soon. Probably do some driving. Some spirited driving. Maybe roast the back tires. Or roast the tires. You can't roast the front tires. You can only roast the back tires. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's not easy to get in front of a camera and talk. It's something you got to get used to. I'm new at it, obviously. In the other videos, I caught myself. So, in a nutshell, what you get when you order this kit is everything you need, basically. I mean, everything. He doesn't leave out anything. You get the charger, the intake, the intercooler, the heat exchanger, all the hoses and fittings that you need. You get the fuel pump, 47-pound injectors, a 90mm mass airflow from a Cobra or Lightning. Everything. I mean, even mine even came with a high-flow Edelbrock water pump. Everything you can think of, it comes with it. So He's awesome to deal with. Don't be afraid to order the kit. And the latest kit, like I said, has a twin throttle body, Cobra style inlet. Very nice kits. So don't be afraid to get it. That's pretty much it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next.